What's going on, everyone? My name is Max, and we are back for some more 17. It's been a while, but I wanted to pick up with the Hit the Road series. So today we're going to be checking out episodes 10 and 11. That's The8 and Jeonghan's episodes. I just reacted recently to episodes 7, 8, and 9, Seungkwan, Dino, and Vernon. You can check those out exclusive on my Patreon page. Appreciate you being here. Love 17. Let's get right into it.
옥을 가르지만 세븐틴 저한테는 청춘이죠. 제 청춘 정말 다 여기 있으니까 꿈을 향한 되게 뜨겁고 많은 감정 느끼고 사실 그렇게 느끼면 언젠간 다 청춘이잖아요. 세븐틴과 함께 있을 때 그런 감정 제일 세게 오니까.
He's another very seeming to be charismatic guy who's determined and driven and sort of has that real belief in himself.
꿈을 향한 되게 많은 감정 느끼고.
That's what I'm sensing from The8 off the bat.
그러니까 뭔가 시간 혼자 있을 때 자기의 그 감정 조금만 더 느끼고 싶어서 뭔가 예전에 나는 이런 사람 있다, 나는 이런 사람 되고 싶다 라는 거 있었었는데 근데 지금은 제가 어떤 사람이는지 제가 확실히 얘기할 수 없어요.
Very honest guy. He's not one of these guys who feels like he needs to have an answer for everything and feels like he needs to have everything figured out. It's like, I honestly can't say who I am right now. I don't know what type of person I want to be right now. You know, he's still in the process of figuring that out, but he seems to be okay with that. He doesn't feel like he puts a ton of pressure on himself like some of the other idols that I've seen. He's in the process. He's comfortable within the process of figuring himself out. So he just seems like a guy who's very honest with himself. And perhaps you guys get that vibe from The8 as well.
아티스트로서 어떻게 팬들한테 어떤 모습이 보여줘야 할지 그리고 세븐틴 팀에서 어떤 거 해야 나를 더 보일 수 있는지를 되게 고민을 해봤었는데 어느 순간에서 패션을 눈에서 들어오는 거죠. 가면 갈수록 그 옷을 너무
Because that's got to be difficult, right? Standing out and finding out your place amongst 13 other guys or 12 other guys. The8 does a lot of self-reflecting, like a lot of these 17 guys do. It's very fun for me to watch these idols self-reflect and learn about themselves and try to figure themselves out. When you get to the level of success as a guy like The8 or anyone in 17, you think like they have it all figured out. And they may even present like they have it all figured out. The8 doesn't present like that. So it kind of brings you into his journey. And I'm sure a lot of people feel connected to him because of that.
오, 자신감 좀 정말 그런 자신감 붙으면 최근에 약간 이런 커트 좋아해.
Cool.
그래서 아까도 검은색 커트 입고
My self-esteem is higher when I look in the mirror. I feel I'm being myself when I have that confidence. When we can honestly self-reflect and say, I really like this. This feels like this is me. This is how I want to present myself. That confidence becomes a lot more real because it's really us that we're expressing. It's going to be hard to feel truly confident if you feel like you're not in line with yourself, if you feel like you're not doing what you actually want to do.
그리고 약간 좀 오버피치 딱 어깨 이렇게 쌀고 이런 느낌이죠.
He's done the work. He's doing the work to feel this way, right? He's doing the self-reflection. When people do the honest work and the honest self-reflection to find that inner confidence, that's what we cheer for. That's what we love, right? So The8's doing that honest work and he's getting honest results in terms of feeling really confident. It's coming from a real place with The8. And that's why we enjoy it.
그래서 제가 집에서 그렸을 때도 이런 거 굉장히 많이 그려. 진짜 스트레스 풀려요. 이렇게 할 때. 오 진짜 괜찮다. 진짜 마음에 들어요. 좋죠. 이렇게 갑자기 하고 싶은 것들 생기면 할 수 있다는 게 행복한 거죠.
Right? It's that gratitude that we hear from him too. We like hearing that from people. And I feel lucky that I get to do the things that I do.
갑자기 하고 싶은 것들 생기면 할 수 있다.
Again, it's that shift toward positive thinking. It's that shift toward the things that are going well in your life that contribute to our well-being, our sense of happiness, our sense of fulfillment. Right? If we can train our brain to be a little bit more grateful, we're going to be feeling better in our day-to-day lives. I think The8 seems like he's in a good place, right?
사람 힘들 때 되게 이기적이 되더라고요.
Yes,
내가 하는 행동
totally.
때문에 다른 사람한테도 안 좋은 영향 끼치는 게 그때는 잘 몰랐었는데 그때 내 주변 사람도 많이 힘들었겠구나 라는 생각이 들었어요. 그런 생각하면서 또 반드시 뭔가 그 감사하는 마음이 또
The8 seems like an awesome guy, honestly. Now, there's a lot of like fun, great personalities and amazing people in 17. But I think just in terms of like a guy I can see myself kind of hanging with and kicking it with and just a cool guy to be around, I think The8 might be that guy for me. Just seems like such a grounded, real, just genuine person. And what he said earlier was a great line. When you're going through a lot, you can be selfish.
사람 힘들 때 되게 이기적이
And it's true. It's hard to think about other people when we're stuck in our own thoughts.
아직도 제가 어떤 사람인지 알아보는
You're
중이에요.
still searching.
근데 아마 이제부터 저는 더 솔직하게 팬들한테 감정 표현할 거예요. 춤을든지 그림든지 노래든지 제가 할 수 있는 표현하는 그런 것들이 팬분들 느끼는 대로 그대로 나인 것 같아요.
I love it, man. We're on the journey with him, you know? That's how it feels. And I'm cheering for him. But yeah, just an awesome guy. He's still searching for who he is, and he's open about that. And definitely feel like I have a better sense of him now. Self-reflective, sensitive, grateful, and real. Very personable guy too, it feels like. I haven't seen him interact with other people, but that's what it really feels like. So if you want to watch my uncut reaction with The8, all you need to do is go to my Patreon page. All right, I'm going to check out episode 11 right now with Jeonghan. Let's stay on here for Jeonghan's episode. Okay. I like Jeonghan a lot. He certainly seems to have a very strong personality. Like, he seems to be sure of his opinions. He seems to be quite sure of himself. Just sort of a strong character in that sense, and clearly not afraid of confrontation. You know, he's a tough dude. That's the sense I get from him.
받아들이는 제 몸 안에서 받아들이는 게 많이 약해졌대요. 작은 스트레스가 와도 되게 크게 반응이 되는 듯한 그런 것 같은데 일본 때는 뭐 견디고 뭐 참으면서 했는데
Seungkwan has physically, he's there for a lot of the guys. Like, I've noticed that he acts as a support, not only mentally, but physically toward the guys. Like, he's there in this more demonstrative, hands-on way. He just seems to be everywhere. Seungkwan's everywhere. He's everywhere.
팀 멤버들은 당연히 괜찮다고 하고 너 못가지 우리가 채워줄게 라고 다 해주지만 어쩔 수 없이 팀의 그 에너지가 살짝 떨어지기는 해요. 멤버들한테도 사실 미안한 게 컸는데 팬들한테도 또 많이 컸죠. 왜냐면 그 해외 팬분들은 저희를 뭐 맨날 볼 수 있는 것도 아니고 정말 시간 내서 저희 보고 싶어서 온 건데.
Yeah, no, he's hard on himself, right? He's hard on himself. You get this from a lot of the 17 guys. I've heard this a couple times in the Hit the Road series. That sense of feeling like they've let their fans down. Like, they're aware, they're very aware of the fact that, you know, they have this dedicated fandom. That doesn't go unnoticed by these guys, which is really cool. Like, that's the cool part of it. The fans' dedication and what the fans go through isn't going unnoticed.
무대 밑에서는 빨리 올라갔으면 좋겠다라는 마음이 크고요. 저희 13명이 다 같이 열심히 준비한 공연인데 제가 첫 시작을 맡고 있으니까 어느 정도 그 책임감은 있더라고요. 많은 지역에서 미국 캐럿들을 만날 수 있었다는 게 되게 좋았던 것 같아요. 너무 좋아해 주시고 저희를 보면서 기뻐하는 게 보여서
Jeonghan, right, he just expresses himself very confidently. Again, he's one of these guys that you believe when he speaks. Doesn't feel like he's second-guessing himself in any way. Kind of has his opinions and he states them. Not to say he's not self-reflective. Like, he reflects and then he moves forward. It's like he's a decisive person. So I think that's where a lot of the confidence with Jeonghan comes from. He doesn't waver or second-guess. He's solid in his opinions. He's solid in his decisions. we feel that strength through his decisiveness.
네, 미주 투어 너무 고생 많으셨고요. 여러분들 덕분에 정말 잘 끝낼 수 있었다고 네, 이 자리를 빌어서 말씀드리고
Is it just me or does Vernon seem like the most mature guy in the entire world?
해야 되지 않겠나 싶은 생각도 들어서 점점 배우다 보니까 또 재밌기도 하고 해서 열심히 하고 있는데
Taking a Japanese
더
lesson.
빨리 늘었으면 좋겠네요.
정한이 말하는 세븐틴에서의 정한은
이거 약간 어렵다.
생각보다 이성적인 면이 있는 것 같아. 감성적인 면.
Yeah, that's a good. I think that's a good way to put it. He does seem more rational than emotional. Again, I say he puts pressure on himself, but I think he's a guy who's consistently looking to improve. I think that's where it seems like his motivation comes from. It's from this sort of like internal pressure to make sure that he moves forward no matter what. Like he doesn't need someone to hold him accountable. He holds himself accountable. But he puts pressure on himself to improve, it feels like.
말해보세요. 되게
맞아.
이렇게 뭐 디테일하게 들어가는 그런 느낌.
확실히 해야 돼. 그거에 대한 그런 게 너무 많았어. 윤정한이 이제 세븐틴 정한에 많이 입혀진 느낌이죠. 저는 계속 제가 부족하다고 생각이 들고 도움이 되고 싶다는 생각이 있기 때문에 변한 거겠지만 뭔가
First of all, Seungkwan saying that, you know, he's detailed. The way I look at that is Jeonghan's like seems like he's just on top of everything. And that motivation, I think in part comes from the fact that he feels like he needs to do more. He needs to do better. He hasn't done enough. He said,
저는 계속 제가 부족하다고 생각이 들고
I always feel like I'm lacking somehow. Wow. For someone who feels like they're lacking, that would make sense. Right? You're going to put a lot of pressure on yourself if you're coming from that place. If you're always coming from that place of, I feel like I'm lacking. I feel like I'm not doing enough. That's where I got the sense earlier where he just seemed like he's quite hard on himself, very hard on himself, puts a lot of pressure on himself. I don't know if that's necessarily a healthy thing. I think it can be a productive thing. It can certainly propel you and move you forward in certain aspects of your life.
진짜 늙어서도 연락할 수 있고 만나서 놀 수도 있고 밥 먹을 수도 있고 진솔한 얘기를 할 수도 있는 친구들이 이미 12명이 있는
That's
거니까 너무 좋은 거죠.
That's amazing.
멤버들이 아프지만 끝까지 해줘서 너무 고맙다라고 말을 해줘서 너무 고마운데
Yeah, it seems like if anyone needs to hear, hey, take a rest, take a breather, it's Jeonghan. So it's cool that he has guys on his side that are looking out for him, and I really like him too, right? Everyone's going through a battle that we don't know about. Everyone. Jeonghan's got his battles as well, and I think that the most telling line in this entire video was him saying, I always feel like I'm lacking.
저는 계속 제가 부족하다고 생각이 들고
But I like seeing him around the guys too. Like he can get a little lighter. I think the guys bring a lightness out of him. I think maybe when he's on his own, he can get a little bit more hard on himself. Really feels like he appreciates being around them.
그걸 빠지면 저야 편하지만 제가 있어야 하는 그 책임감도 되게 큰 것 같아요. 어지러운 부분이 많았지만 멤버들도 있고 캐럿들도 있고 버티면서 할 수 있었던 것 같습니다.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more to Jeonghan that I'd like to explore. Yeah, it was interesting getting into his psyche a little bit here. And guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to watch both my uncut reactions to episode 10 with The8 and episode 11 with Jeonghan, all you need to do is go to my Patreon link below. Other than that, my name is Max. I will catch you soon. Peace.